Hello and welcome to Breaking Bad Friday, the show that happens every single Friday until we are finished with it, mate. Today we are on Season 3, Episode 11, and we are well into the season now. We have 2 more episodes after this, and we are going to see how this season ends. So, strap yourselves in. We have got an exciting one for you today. I have no idea, I'll be honest with you. I have no idea what it's got in store for me, but I'm assuming at this point. So, let's get into it. Without further ado, thank you very much for joining me. Flamingo check!
Thought I was gonna see some, vaginas.
Didn't we all? What?
I didn't say she actually painted vaginas.
Oh, you wouldn't.
Some of her paintings.
Oh, I don't need to go back here, man. Why are you giving me this trauma, dude?
Not like any vagina I ever saw.
Well, maybe not as well travelled as you think, mate.
This particular painting is of a door.
Case in point.
Why would anyone paint a picture of a door over and over again
She saw something new every time she painted it.
Oh, it's kind of beautiful, mate.
Why should we do anything more than once? Should I just smoke this one cigarette?
Probably, mate. It might get... Well, I think let's not go there.
Nothing's perfect.
Oh.
Some things.
Oh, you little charmer, you. I don't need to see this, man. I've made my peace, okay? Let's just move on, please.
I think I threw up in my mouth a little bit.
Good. Appropriate. Callback. Fuck. Fine show, fine. I'm in for the long run, right? Just pulling my heartstrings again. Why not?
Here we go. You ready?
Hank. Oh, crotch shot. Why not?
Pain is weakness leaving your body.
Pain is my foot in your ass, Marie.
You can do it. How else are you going to get out of here?
Don't you have any friends? Find something better to do.
It's all right.
Oh, he's well adjusted. Good on him.
Prepare yourself.
Dude, Walt said like 7 figures. Chill your beans, lad. Bit weird, Walt, I'll be honest with you, mate. Oh, he doesn't trust him at all. Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah, he clocked that he was shaving a bit off, right?
It's probably just a different way of saying be yourself.
Oh, these guys are dismantling the trust circle. Man, this is going to be a painful episode, isn't it? I swear to God, if they bring Gail into it as well. Don't you can do it, son.
Great.
Why do you focus on her?
Honestly, I don't want to be here.
Is she going to remind him of Jane a little bit, you know? Not going very, deep into that. It's just like she's a girl with black hair, right? But who knows? We'll see. Don't look so suspicious, Peter. No, do. Get cool. I don't like this.
So, how's it selling?
Not so good.
Good.
It's not so easy selling to these people. They're here trying to better themselves.
Yeah, there's positivity and stuff going on.
Yes, there is.
You're too pussy.
Well, maybe just go elsewhere, please. Anywhere else.
Selling to these people, it's like shooting a baby in the face.
Yes. Good.
I'll show you how easy it is.
Oh no, he's gonna get caught, isn't he? This ain't gonna go well at all. Oh no.
Both of you start thinking about what kind of car you want to buy me.
That's negotiation tactic there, mate. Bold. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. He's on the fast track again, trying to pull Skyler, trying to bridge that gap. So we'll see how it goes. Because I don't know, man. She I think she's just putting on a face of well, this is happening. It's fine. I'm gonna eke as much good out of this as possible, and pay for Hank's thing. And so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I don't know. I'm hesitant to assume the best, that they're gonna be nice to each other and get back on together. You know what I mean?
My guy is a top guy.
Skyler, stop asking questions, mate. No. She needs to back away, back out of this.
Apparently you can't even tell me the man's name.
Do you really want to know? Do you really want to know?
Yeah, there's more pause slightly. There's more lace in that question, I feel than just the question. Because again, we're seeing Skyler reach deeper and deeper into these dark recesses, into Walt's second life, into the bad stuff. Do you know what I mean? I've been talking about it for a couple of seasons now. The whole thing of her kind of being compromised or compromising herself in regards to Ted, that being the first step. Then she found out about Walt, reacted the way she did. And then she, got to the point where Hank happened and she was like, we can help. And do you know what I mean? And compromised herself further, even though it was for a good cause, and you can see how she got there, and she's not necessarily doing a bad thing, but she's compromising herself and opening herself up to being blamed almost, not in the same way, but in a similar vein to Walt, and being complicit in that, and involving herself more in everything that's going on, everything shady that's going on. And it's like, you know, Walt's like, really, you want to know the details? And it's like, yeah, like I was asking myself the question a little bit a minute ago when because Skyler had a conversation with Marie a few minutes ago, and I was asking myself the question, like, how deep is Skyler gonna go into this? How deep is she? Do you know what I mean? Because she took the first step, then she went deeper. Is she going to keep going? That's a question. Like, I want to know the answer to that question, and how deep she's going to go, and how she's going to take that as well. Like, will it bring her closer to Walt, or will finding out more make her almost renege on I feel like good feeling that she's kind of been getting towards him. I wouldn't call it good feeling, but like sympathetic cast to the way that she's perhaps been thinking of him in more recent episodes, right? Because honestly, it could go either way. Like, she could back away and be like, well, fuck, like, you know, now she's actually seeing it, and so we'll see. Play. Oh, he's taken her to see Saul. I mean, I just feel like this is a mistake. This actually makes me feel like Skyler's in danger. The more that she finds out and knows, the more that I kind of feel like the show is going to get rid of her, because she's a liability. You know, it's one more person that knows. And that's not a good thing, I feel, to the people involved in this. I'm talking Gus, Saul, Walt, Jesse. They're all going to be like, really? You brought your wife into this? Like, this deeply? What the fuck are you doing, Walt?
I'm just gonna call you Skyler, if that's okay. It's a lovely name.
Good on Saul for taking this well. Like, this makes me think that she's really in danger, because we're approaching the end of the season. I'm like, that's like a reason that I feel like they would get rid of her, or the show would get rid of her.
Clearly his taste in women is the same as his taste in lawyers, only the very best, with just the right amount of dirty.
Dear Lord.
That's a joke. That's a joke.
Yeah, read the room, mate.
Sake of my brother-in-law.
I've heard about him. He's an American hero.
Nice, mate. Bit more butter. Butter that lady up, mate. That's what I'm saying. Like, keep sending that out. Keep sending that out.
Money laundering, represented by, say,
Saul?
these jelly beans.
How often...
Actually, I know what money laundering is.
Nice. How often does he do this demonstration? It's kind of funny.
Walt here actually came up with a great story about gambling winnings.
Well done, Walt, mate. Well done.
Investment in what?
Laser tag.
Doesn't make any sense.
Makes more sense than you two being together. I'm still trying to figure out how that happened.
Do you even know Walt?
Do you know Walt, mate? That's the question, isn't it?
How would he, of all people, buy a laser tag business?
Wow. Look at Walt as well. I feel like, pause, sorry. So this is interesting, because Skyler is still judging him a little bit, Walt, on what she knew of him. It draws to my attention that she doesn't actually know what he's done and who he has kind of like half become. And I wonder if she'll ever find, she must, because this is the thing, and this is the thing, this is why she's so soft towards him, I think now, because there's wiggle room for her to be sympathetic towards him, because she hasn't actually seen him do the bad thing. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's always different if you see the person doing the thing. You hear it all the time. You have like a horrible boss, and there's a new person that like starts working there, and you're like, oh, the boss is horrible, blah blah. And the new person's like, well, they've been great to me, and then, you know, a few months down the line, the person sees the boss being a dickhead, and they're like, oh man, he's a fucking asshole, dude. And so if you haven't like experienced that person doing that thing, or being that bad person, or doing that bad thing, whatever it is, it's much easier to push it aside and ignore it and be sympathetic towards that person. So that's what I'm wondering if at some point in the future she's going to see Walt do something, or Walt's going to like bring that Heisenberg-esque side to him out in a way that's very overt, very undeniable, and she's going to see that side of him. Because I was kind of looking at Walt a little bit there as well, and he was kind of like sat there like, maybe I'm reading into it a bit too much. He seemed a little bit annoyed to me, the way that she was like, that's just not Walt. Like, you know, this doesn't make sense for Walt. And, you know, it was very clear what she thinks of him. This very meek. I think the way that Walt sees himself previous to this, he sees himself as weak. Whether he was or not is down to debate, I think. The fact of the matter is, I think to Walt's mind, that incarnation of himself was weak. And he only started like kind of standing up for himself and being a bit firmer, being, I guess, you know, a little bit more rugged around the edges when the show started and he started to get the cancer and that kind of thing. Which, like, obviously Skyler saw a little bit of, but she hasn't really seen. And we've seen throughout the show him getting a little bit dissatisfied and annoyed and frustrated when people draw comparisons between him and his old self. And so I wonder how that's going to manifest itself. I wonder if Skyler's going to see that side of him, how that's going to affect how she sees all this stuff. Man, we'll see.
Walt's a scientist. Scientists love lasers.
He's got you there. He has.
Really? That's what we're supposed to tell people, our family?
Why not? Why not, Skyler? Oh, I see.
Not supposed to.
I feel like she's going to be a bit annoyed, mate, if you try and sell her something. Like, if you give her it, fine.
Don't you think it's ridiculous that society says beer is okay and a little hit of something sweet is wrong?
To be fair, he got a point. He has got a little bit of a point there. Like, it's insane that there is so little regulation around alcohol in comparison to other things, right? It's one example of many of how society normalizes a certain thing, even if it shouldn't necessarily normalize that thing. And hey, there's an eclectic, multi-layered, multifaceted source of topics that I could draw from in regard to what I just said. But, you know, society normalizes a thing and then no one questions it. It's a really interesting and not necessarily good part of, you know, our society and our nature as humans, right? Like, we do that all the time. Alcohol is a prime example of that, you know, like certain people get horribly angry and violent when they imbibe the alcohols. But because it's normalized in society and we've been drinking it for, you know, however long, we don't question it. Someone once said to me how nowadays if like a car was a new invention and whoever it was like, yeah, so we're going to power it with this stuff that we call petrol. That wouldn't pass today. That's way too dangerous. But you can't get rid of it. Once it's so established in the society, you can't like eradicate it, whether it's safe or not, right? So it's interesting. It is interesting. Hey man, it's a deep topic, but like I think it's really interesting. I think we should as a society question more what is normalized in our society, you know.
I got nothing here.
Good on you.
What if I could get some?
Stay strong. Stay strong, lady. Oh.
Mommy! Hey, baby!
Oh.
Grandma, I thought you were keeping Brock today. Jesse, she's Grandma.
Oh, Grandma is on his case, man. She is not happy. I tell you what, mate. Give it 10 minutes. She is spanking you with a slipper.
Estoy cansada, bien cansada de todos.
Jesse, introduce yourself to the child.
This is Brock.
Man, all I'm thinking about now is Pokemon.
It's a cool name.
Don't mess with him, man. He'll slap you with his Onyx. Nice. Shit. Damn. Round 2. Yes. Yeah. Oh man, is Jessie actually going to get attached?
You okay with kids?
Oh, she's testing him. Oh, bless her. Oh, right, Jessie, don't you hurt this girl. Don't you hurt her.
I hope you had a good time by Grandma.
Yeah, you realise now, don't you, mate?
The convertible one?
You're not as bad as you think.
My involvement in this is ongoing.
Oh, okay, we're getting into it.
I can't just quit.
Taking a stand, Walt, eh?
I have something of a contract.
Your funeral, mate.
If you're gonna launder money, Walt, at least do it right.
Hey man, it is totally an option that she would just be completely cool with it and she becomes like the you know, the supportive wife.
You worked here 4 years.
Tell you what, that is a good idea, mate. She is full of ideas, dude.
This is what we buy.
No, she's not necessarily wrong.
You. This is what you buy.
Oh, she slipped. We mate, what? Yeah, maybe she just gets completely on board to the point that like now, yeah, so she's actually genuinely helping. Yeah, sorry, I just realised that the girl that Jesse's seeing, it is going to be a case of, I feel like he's going to be like, no, I'm not letting Jane happen again. I can't let that happen again.
What's the point of even coming? I'm on like step 5.
Are they genuinely just off the stuff? Awesome. Hey man, it worked. It worked. She's sweet. She's so sweet, man. You can't, come on. Okay, no, he is still seeing her. Yeah, I do feel like he's going to get to a point where he's going to be like...
Good needs to come into the fold.
I love that they just got totally taken under the wing. Amazing. Yeah, I feel like he's going to get to a point with her.
You want to see?
The kid totally softened him, and he's getting to a point, I feel, where he's going to be like, I can't let Jane happen again. We'll see.
All right, do you want to see something that's real? Look at this.
Come on, Jesse, man. You deserve to be happy. Let's just pack it all in and, you know, get together with this nice girl and her cool son that you're getting on with.
You like that?
Look at this guy, he's so cute. That's fine. You can make this work, man. You can make this work. Oh, it's not going to go that way, is it?
Tomas?
Tomas.
Oh.
He's my kid brother, and we don't talk about him.
Did he have anything in that tortilla? Because I don't think he did. You got to stuff that shit, mate. Right? This kid's got somewhere to go. Jesse, you need to teach him some lessons, man.
All due respect, I don't see it.
Oh, return of the eyebrows.
Makes a better story than your laser tag.
Is that you talking or Yoko Ono?
Yeah.
I once convinced a woman that I was Kevin Costner, and it worked.
I can see it. I can see it, you know.
It isn't gonna work because it doesn't have a Danny. Danny will look the other way. That guy, the guy with the eyebrows that won't
Right.
quit, is he a Danny?
He is not, mate. His eyebrows are too strong. Oh, she's sweet, Jessie, man. Come on, come on. Just pack it all in. Pack it all in. Have a nice life.
You want to stay for dinner?
Yes, he does. Yes, you do, Jessie.
Yeah.
Yes. Hey, man, it's possible that, like, it's a lie and there's not, like, season 4 and 5 and it just ends on season 3 and Jessie goes away with this lady and it's all fine and happy and we have a good time. So.
If you're holding.
Oh, shit.
Do something.
Fuck. No. No.
What?
Yes. Good.
Blue stuff you were talking about?
What?
Good. Good response.
Well, you said the kid is coming home.
Yeah, he's too emotionally into this now, I feel.
What kind of mother are you?
Oh, dude.
Nobody can say I don't take care of my son.
Yeah, there was a diplomatic way of going about that, Jessie.
I don't know what you've been through. You can tell me if you want.
Oh, and there's sincere Jessie, you know.
This whole neighborhood's run by gangs. They sort of took Tomas in.
So pause, just before we get into this, sorry, just quickly. I love how they did this. Jessie got into this situation with this girl because, it started in this very horrible, very unhealthy, not good situation where they're trying to infiltrate the fucking clinic or whatever the fuck, right? And sell drugs to these people and exploit them, etc., etc. And he goes home with her. It starts in this very unsavory way, in this very kind of almost cheap way. And then suddenly, the kid's involved. And it's kind of like progressed to the point where now we're actually getting Jessie opening up and displaying this mature side of himself, which, shows this glimpse of goodness as well. We keep getting him being like, no, I'm bad, I'm all, I'm gone, I'm a bad person and all this stuff, and then doing that and displaying that. This just shows that kid is still in there, that sweet kid. I mean, I say that, we got that last episode right with Walton as well, but yeah, the way that this has got to a very real, very serious, sweet place, caring place is interesting, and it does not make me think that this lady is going to survive or like stick around. I feel like he's going to get out of this. I do still feel that it's going to feel too much like Jane. He's going to get too emotionally involved and he's going to be like, I know, trauma, I'm getting the fuck out of here. We'll see.
They got Tomas slinging. Part of some crew. When he was 10, they made him kill somebody.
Oh, damn. That's rough, man.
What did you say he killed?
Some dealer. Right around the corner from here.
Oh, wait. Was it?
Rode up on his bike and shot him.
Oh. No. No. It was the kid who killed what's-his-face? Baldo?
A few months back.
Holy shit. It goes back to what I was saying last episode about them bringing up Jane's dad and Walt talking about that interaction in the bar and how the writers are just like delving into the show, like the past of the show, and like plumbing it for all of the like the maximum amount of emotional weight that they possibly can with all this stuff. And they're doing it again with this. That was not something that they just put in there. This not lighthearted, but like wrong word. This light kind of thing that you as the audience would just skip over. It's just like some kid who just shot him, and it's like, do you know what I mean? But now we're getting like some backstory to that, and not only that, we're getting the backstory that's emotional but personal. Jesse's literally meeting his sister, do you know what I mean? And they've integrated it into the show in such an emotional, personal way that you feel for it. And then it's like, do you know what I mean? Like, again, they're plumbing the depths of the show and being like, no, we're not gonna let that slide by. We're gonna put it into the show, and we're gonna make it a device to make you feel more as the audience.
And they all say that you are healthy enough to go home.
It can be interesting, yeah. Because Hank literally investigates shit for a living. He's going to start asking questions about this money.
What about me?
What about you?
Me. I'll be the Danny.
Oh.
No, Skyler.
I'm perfectly capable of managing a small business.
A legal business.
Dude, she's already in. Stop trying to like protect her. She's already in. She's complicit.
I'm in
yeah,
it.
exactly.
I'm gonna do it right.
You are not in this. We're divorced.
You can't have it both ways, Walt. Come on. Like, she's trying to get back in and actually help you now. This is the thing. What I was talking about, like, I could see a future where she just does get on board with it and takes more of an active hand and an active role in this. I didn't actually think it was gonna happen, and if it did happen, I didn't think that it was gonna be the same fucking episode, mate. Jesus Christ. Let's all just chill out. Let's just calm down, man. But she is. She literally wants to like get in it so deep that she's a part of that operation, a part of the operation. And now it is so interesting that they've, maneuvered these characters in a way that now, despite everything we know, and despite the fact that like if you'd have asked Walt before Skyler found out, he would have said, yeah, oh, it'd be great if she could get on board with this. Yeah, if she could like, help me. I'm sure there'd have been a part of him that would have been like, oh, I don't really want her to get involved. I don't want to like, make her complicit and all this stuff. But like, dude, she is complicit. And now that like he's almost getting everything that he should want, he's like, no, you can't. This is interesting. We'll see. Because I think this is good play.
I never actually got around to filing the papers.
You sneaky devil.
Married couples can't be compelled to testify against one another.
Oh, shit. Oh, clever. Good on her. But she is in now. She is fucking in. I mean, hey, maybe she's not going out this season then, to be fair. She's going to, you know, take over the car wash. You know, that gives me a little bit more hope that she's not going to go out.
An invitation.
Oh, Gus? Gus? Is this his house? Hello. Oh, we're going to start to see some of these riches. Has he got a partner? He's got kids. Oh, this snuck up on me. Fucking hell. Wasn't prepared.
I hope you like paella marina.
Ah, I don't know what it is, mate, but feed it to me.
The name for fish stew.
Oh, no, I'm vegan, soz, mate, soz. I got a little bit ahead of myself there.
Come on.
Oh, this is a nice place.
You can help me cook.
Oh, date. Why not?
This is a Chilean dish. I never get to make it.
Oh, teach me, mate.
Kids won't eat it.
Kids. Oh, this is going to humanize him now as well. Fucking hell. I don't need more emotions in this bitch, man. Hello?
What would you? Slice the garlic.
Come on, won't get involved, mate. What are you doing, mate? Just stop being so suspicious. Relax, relax, man.
Why did you invite me here?
Bit of food. What do you mean?
We're working together. Why not break bread together?
That is a very nice offer, actually, sir. Yeah, thank you very much.
The garlic?
Get involved. Well, come on. Fucking work for your dinner, mate. That's all I'm saying. Chop, chop. Bit quicker. Come on. Fucking hell. Do you know what? No, it looks like a sharp knife. Don't cut yourself.
It always amazes me the way the senses work in connection to memory.
I love what he does with his accent. I don't know if it's on purpose. I don't know if that's his natural accent or not, but...
The smell of this meal instantly brings you back to my childhood.
Basically, it all takes place in the hippocampus.
Oh, don't explain it, Walt. Fucking hell. Take away the magic, why don't you, mate?
That's very interesting.
Is it? I can't tell if you liked it or not, or whether it just ruined a perfectly happy thing for you, but...
I would like to help you if I could. When I first started out, I made a lot of mistakes.
Oh, has he got wind of Skyler? Is he a single dad?
I wish I had someone to advise me.
I quite like this. Like, don't get me wrong, right? Okay, pause before I actually find out, because this is interesting. The way that this is like being presented to me, it's making me unsure as to his motivations, because it seems honestly sincere, but we've seen enough of him that we have precedent to think that he's lying or got some, not even lying, but scheming. You know, he's a schemer. So previous to this, I'd be like, no, Gus is always trying to, and I think even now he has got some kind of scheme at play. Or maybe he is just this guy. Maybe he sees himself in Walt. I can see that, you know, I could see why he would draw comparisons. But anyway, I felt my barriers, my walls coming down a little bit and being like, oh, he's actually, you know, taking on a little bit of a mentor role, you know, they're sat across from each other. Everything's very symmetrical. Walter is at the beginning of this journey, he's had that conversation in the car with Skyler about like, no, I've got a contract, mate. I can't just quit. I can't. And, you know, previous to this, I talked about the fact that, you know, like he'd made the decision not to go back into this, but like, you know, circumstances dictated that he was thrown back in against his will to a certain extent. And now he's in there and he's like, right, I'm making the best of the bad situation. And so it's interesting. So there is like a little bit of a mentor. The way that this show goes, though, is making me think that it's going to build up a relationship between these two guys, only to, in the future, make them clash and make it more painful. That absolutely could be happening right now. It absolutely could be happening. Now that I say it out loud, that is probably what's happening here. And again, you know, the way that he's invited Walt into this place, into this very, you know, personal space of Gus's, it puts you a little bit at ease. He makes you cook with him. They're sitting down, they're having a conversation, they're eating this meal that is very personal to Gus as well. Do you know what I mean? Like he's feeding Walt a lot of information about himself and ingratiating himself to Walt in a very personal way, in an emotional way that's going to make Walt more sympathetic towards him, see him more as a human, like a good everyday guy. And so it's kind of contradicting what I know about Gus and the way that I would think of this conversation previous to this if they were having it anywhere else. But because of the setting and the way that it's been manufactured and the way that Gus has maneuvered Walt into this space in the way that he has, it's contradicting everything that I know about him, and it puts me in this place of, or not confusion, but this space of where I'm not sure what the end game is here and how truthful he's being. And it just puts you in this space of like possibility, because the show could use this to go any which way. And it makes you question what you know about Gus as well and what he's doing here. To the point that, again, it puts you in this space as the audience of like, I don't know what the game is here. It could go this way, this way, this way, or this way. I'm not sure. But then, you know, the human part of me wants to be like, oh, they're getting on. Like Gus is sharing these things about himself. There's a base camaraderie between them. We've seen that. And also now he's reaching out to Walt and being a mentor. As the audience, you connect with that, or I'm connecting with that, speaking for myself, in a way that makes me go like, oh, I like this. I've always felt like these guys are going to come into conflict, and we've seen that Gus is an antagonist to a certain extent, at least not to Walt right now. He has been to other people. It's playing with my fucking emotions, mate, and I don't like it. That's basically what I'm saying.
To be poor, anyone can manage.
Oh, that's very, very presumptuous thing to say. Oh, he's going to see Thomas. Do you think he's going to get revenge? Oh.
You think you could hook me up?
Yeah, I suppose like throughout all that, I was forgetting that Jesse, I guess, didn't know who actually pulled the trigger. I wonder if he's going to trace this kid. Oh, shit. Car, mate. Jesse. I think maybe Jesse's going to try and trace it and be like, who the fuck is responsible? Yeah, these are the guys.
Bounce.
Yeah, I think Jesse's doing a bit of sleuthing, you know. Yeah, he is. That is a revenge face if ever I saw it. Ooh, interesting. Back a season ago, I think, you know, when we were talking about, like, Jesse did the thing with the ATM, his reputation became such that it gave the enterprise, the business that him and Walt have, it gave it a little bit of, you know, gumption and steel, and people didn't question it. It gave them security. And I kept saying at the time how they needed to shore that up. I guess they don't need that now necessarily, because obviously Gus is this, you know, Gus is taking care of that. But independently from that, Jesse and Walt never figured that out, never sorted that out. They have essentially deferred that to Gus, right? Now I'm put in this position where I'm like, okay, yeah, Jesse, I feel like very much is in this place of he wants revenge, he wants to get back at these guys. I get it, I totally get it. By the way, again, interesting the way that the show did that. I feel like the show runners almost threw that little story beat away. Jesse and his little gang infiltrating the meetings and trying to sell the drugs and stuff. Like at the time I was like, oh, I don't like this, you know, just from a place of this feels wrong, I don't like it, these people are trying to get better and all this stuff, right? And it's almost like a psych out from the show. It was like, no, we're not doing that anyway. Jesse was thrown down this path that you just don't expect, and again combining that with plumbing the depths of the past parts of the show that you never think they're going to touch again, and they do, and they bring it into it, and now we're on this path which is completely not where you expect that little thing to go. They're like, no, it's like, throw that away, actually this is what's happening now. Which, like, to comment on that is a really cool, interesting psych out, and it goes to show, you know, the lengths that the writers are willing to go to kind of do the interesting thing rather than fall on a less interesting story beat. But again, it brings me back to my point of, like, Jesse is going down this route now and he's walking away with revenge in his heart, and I'm like, yeah, but you've never shored up your security, you've never been someone that has had the will to do your dirty work yourself. You've never hired someone to do that. Do you know what I mean? Like, Jesse's not coming from a place of power. So I wonder if going forward Jesse's going to start to establish that a little bit. We'll see. I'm not sure. Maybe he's just going to be an idiot about it and go in himself. I don't know. But he's got a lot of money now, and I wonder if he'll start to put those kinds of things in place. We'll see. That's so interesting, the way that the show worked its way there, but also just the place that we find ourselves in now, and Jesse finding out that this kid did the thing, and the callback and everything, and yeah, that's really cool. So yeah, damn, no, a calmer episode honestly than I thought we were going to get 2 episodes away from the finale of season 3. So I am assuming going into 12 and 13 we are going to get 2 firecrackers of an episode, so we shall see. But that is it for this week's Breaking Bad Friday. Thank you for joining me. There are some links down below if you'd like to support me. If you're not subscribed currently, you have just tuned in for this one and you enjoy this content, please do sub, tick that bell button, you'll be notified for all my content and everything in between. Thank you so much to my beautiful patrons. I do full commentaries over there for anyone interested in that stuff as well. Hopefully I'll see you next time.